What is going on, people? What is going on, people? Man, hey, you see on the top of the screen, it's Monday. So you get hold on, let me make sure I drink the water right. You get Cooler Talk Monday with your boy, Six Man. I repeat, Six Man, K Styles. And to my stage left, we got the mad scientist, Mad Mike Sports.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on, people? I hope today has been a good day for everybody tuning in to us right now. If you had a good day, put some thumbs up. If you had a bad day, put some thumbs down. If you had a bad day, we're gonna make sure your day is good. But before we get started,
let me do this real quick. I really just thought about this. Not really thought about it, but I didn't bring it up to you, so I want to do something real quick. A real dear friend of ours passed away earlier last night, and it kind of took me off guard. This person was like really, when you talk about all being positive, upbeat, always in a good mood for the most part, a real force in the gaming community, and she it was just unexpected. Like, it's just one of those things that you just end up like, you wake up one morning and just like, bam, that person not there. So before we kind of get to that, I just want to send a special prayer and thoughts out to the Jackson family, friends. Like I said, this person was, that helped me in my earlier days as far as this channel is concerned. Showed me the ins and out, what not to do, what to look for. So, like, if it really wasn't for her, her guidance, like I want to say I wouldn't be here, but she definitely helped me along the way. So shout out to the Jackson family, Keisha Jackson and Liz, Dre, Dex, all y'all. Yeah, but that was unexpected.
yeah, and everybody that's out here as well that's hanging on and not feeling too well. Like you said, that's why I said we gotta take life serious here, man. We gotta live every moment. You never know when that switch goes off like that, and you like, damn, this was it. So, like I said, everybody feeling. I hope everybody's got a family member that's feeling better. Like I said, I don't know if y'all saw. Maggie was in the hospital too. Hopefully, she's feeling better as well. Hey, like I said, hey man, we got one life to live, man. We got to live it the best way we can.
Live it up.
You always got prayers up. So, oh man, let's go ahead and get the energy up just a little bit. Like I said, we had to give a little 5-minute tribute to that. But Mike, before we start the show, I'm tapping my earphone because I'm trying to think. It's normally something we normally do at the beginning of each show. What we got? It is the
real
Roll call. Today's roll call. I ain't got no sponsor behind it, but we're gonna do it anyway. We got Joseph Thornton in the building. We got Yusuke Knight. We got Noah Tendale. Shouts out to family there. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to his shows Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. We got Atlanta Nation in the building. We got Jerry Bowie. We got Asikpo Basie. We got CK22. We got Pat Norris. YMOF Jamal. Eric Dow. We got Michael Walker. Not that Michael Walker. We got Andrew G. We got Todrick Davis. We got Delayed J. ATL Leo. You got the young gunner ATM 534. Got my homie Ultra Shadow 97. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, we got Utah Sports in the building too, man. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and give them some love over there as well, man. So, Mike, how we gonna start this off tonight? Because we got quite a couple topics we want to go ahead and get into. How you want to start this off tonight? Do you want to start with that NFL side or coaching side? How we gonna start this off tonight?
I thought I with the coach.
You want to start with the coaching side of the game?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I know there's this thing going on today that's been very, very hilarious to me. I think Mike, I think everybody's been finding this kind of hilarious.
Sit down. Go sit down. Go.
Mike McDaniel, Dolphins' new head coach. The reason why I found this funny is, let me ask y'all a question. I'm gonna ask y'all a serious question here. That picture itself is funny as hell. I didn't know this was a minority head coach. They've been pushing this all day today. The first minority head coach of this cycle and stuff like that. Everybody, and I've been looking this up too. Everybody's been looking online to find out what the hell is he mixed with. You can't find it. Only thing you know is his dad is of black descent. So, Mike, I got a question. And it kind of pertains. Do you feel like he was qualified over Lovie Smith to be head coach of the Dolphins? What do you think? What do you think is the whole propaganda behind it? Because me personally, I had no idea. But it also comes to another point we're gonna make after Mike makes his point. Hold
on. There's no way for me not to offend people, so I'm just gonna go at it anyway. There's no way in here this dude is qualified. Don't insult my intelligence. When you look at his resume, like, just stop. Just stop. Like, this dude is essentially a high school coach. Like, stop. Don't tell me this motherfucker is qualified to be an NFL head coach, the leader of men. He literally been an offensive coordinator for 1 year, and he wasn't even called to plays. Now he's qualified to lead a team. I ain't got nothing good to say about this. So I'm gonna let you go before I really go give my two cents, because I have a feeling we kind of thinking the same. But I'm gonna let you get yours out.
Well, I'm gonna say it. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. When we're talking about qualifications as far as head coaching positions and stuff, and we look at his coaching resume, he's pretty much been under the Shanahan name since 2005. Am I correct? 'Cause I know it said he started off under Mike Shanahan and then ended up with Kyle Shanahan.
Man, that man he's been his bag handler ever since Shanahan was
Shanahan was a baby boy.
since he was a baby. That's like, come on.
He said you might as well name him Mike Shanahan Jr.
Might as well just make that Mike Shanahan Jr., Kyle Shanahan Jr. Okay, like, come on. This man's been a bag handler for both of those guys ever since he was a youngster.
Mm-hmm. But would he even really qualify as an OC if Kyle Shanahan's calling the plays?
I mean, technically, yes, when you look at the responsibilities. Some offensive assistants, what they do is put forth the plan for the offensive coordinator or the head coach, depending on who is the play caller. So a lot of those guys are just doing what they're told. So like it's the pecking order, just like at work. You got guys that actually tell you what to do, and guys that actually do the work. Kyle Shanahan is essentially the guy that tells them what to do, and he puts the plan in action. And then a certain day, Kyle said, "All right, are you finished with the game plan?" All right, and then he brings Kyle Shanahan the game plan, and this is how everything. So it's a pecking order. So technically, he does do certain things depending on the head coach, or depending on the coach or the coordinator. So I'm not going to say he's not qualified as far as that is concerned, putting together game plans. But that's only one aspect of actually coaching. And that's why I'm like, don't insult my intelligence when you talk about if the dude actually qualified to be a head coach. Like, stop.
Man, let me hear. I'm finna go through some comments and see what people thinking about this. I heard a lot of people saying that my homie here, she said they hired him so they could tell him what to do with no hesitation. Yeah, hold on, let's put this picture back up here. Tell me what you really see when you look at this. What do you really see?
Because he look like somebody I would literally beat up in the bathroom. Not gonna lie.
Boy, I see pizza rolls and Mountain Dew in that motherfucking picture, boy. I tell you. Motherfucker handing out coffee, and he essentially looks like a water boy. Not Bobby Boucher water boy. Y'all remember the towel boy from the water boy that played for Michigan? They got his ass knocked out in the game. That's what he looked like.
That's exactly it. I just said he looked like a GTA nerd, a computer nerd. That's what he looked like. He looked like one of Grand Theft Auto characters. That's just a computer nerd that's hacking programs and stuff. That's what the hell he looked like.
Hey, so basically he looked like he belonged at Georgia Tech, right?
You would say that.
I would say that. Boy, I done seen that band. I done seen that fan base up close, boy. I was like, yeah, boy, y'all is awesome dweebs, boy. I guess we all dweeb. But let's get some of these comments, man. ATM here said he pretty much quoted Cat Wiz, said the baby is white skinned, not light skinned. Oh man.
Come on, man.
Andrew G said he looks pretty white to me.
Come on, bro.
CK22 came in here and said they just wanted to get San Fran a few extra picks. And we're going to talk about that too, because I just found out about that. But we're going to get a couple more comments before I get into that. Why Jamal said they petty for hiring him, trying to hire him because of the lawsuit, and he don't even look mixed. But hey, we don't damn know. Hey, black folks can make all shades in the world, so we really don't know. But the thing is, but our issue is not even the biracial thing. The thing is they pushing the biracial thing now when nobody even knew beforehand he was biracial.
He was here.
He was here.
And we talked about
him. He was here. We didn't know.
He was an offensive assistant here.
So
and we still didn't know.
Exactly. So this is what we're talking about. The race doesn't play. The race ain't the issue. The race is why are you playing the race now? Are you scared of the Brian Flores thing going on right now? Is that one of the reasons why you're playing this? Andrew G said he looks like a bitch, to be honest. Oh, y'all ain't right.
Look, that's essentially what I mean. When I say he looked like somebody who I beat up in the bathroom. Like, you know how you go to the bathroom at school and y'all get the fighting in the bathroom. That's exactly what he looked like. He looked like he's the one that got his ass whooped plenty of time when he went in the bathroom, so he avoided going in the bathroom all day.
Right. I like this comment here by Kay. He said the NFL playing a race card because they gonna get sued. But getting back to an earlier comment as well, I don't know, Mike, if you want to go off on it, or do you want to wait till after this little section here we're gonna talk about?
Yeah, go.
Okay. So I just found out a little. I actually just found out today. I mean, I may be slow to the rules than anybody else, but the Rooney Rule compensation plan, which gives draft picks to teams that have black assistants that go to head coaching jobs other places. I found that very interesting. I didn't know that was such a thing, unless this is something they just added.
No, it's been there for last.
It's been there.
What, 2 years or so? Yeah, about last 2 years because they weren't getting any progress with it, and it's something that like owners never really cared about. I'm not. As far as the coaches is concerned, I don't think it applies to guys that are actually in the front office. So I think it's only coaches. Unless you, I don't think it goes. I could be wrong, but I don't think it has. It applies to the front office. So, yeah.
Yeah, cause like I said, I know it's kind of an incentive program. I know it's kind of an incentive rule to get people to hire more black coaches, but you shouldn't have to put initiatives like that for coaches that are already qualified. Now I'm gonna just use this as an example. Like with Lovie Smith possibly going to the Houston Texans. And I watched a couple things today and said that Lovie Smith wasn't even the first option the Texans wanted.
I wonder
Did
why.
Did you know these fools was looking at hiring Josh McCown as a head coach before Lovie Smith?
Yep. Then they made up this bullshit lie talking about well, he's not ready yet, so we're gonna put that on hold. Like,
yeah, I said Lovie. Yeah, like I said, Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith is the Texans coach now. Like I said, which is good because he has been qualified to do so. But he's going in a very interesting situation too, because you still have
His
a
ass will be
franchise
fired in 2 years, and they'll bring in
like Josh
Josh
McCown.
His
They're
ass
gonna
will be
bring in
fired.
Josh McCown.
Come on.
But go ahead, Mike. While you doing that, I'm finna look up this Rooney Rule thing. So go ahead, man. What you got on that?
Well, I'm about to do a little shameless plug. But I will start to upload more videos such as things of this nature as far as sports is concerned, the more serious parts of sports, things like things that need to be talked about, the CTE, racial discrimination. It's gonna be Mad Mike TV, so you guys can check that out. That's gonna be all me all day long, so you're gonna get the real me, every part of it. And that's what Mad Mike TV is about. There's some things that I can't talk about on my regular channel that I want to be able to talk about on that channel. So search up Mad Mike TV, and that's going to be where I upload and talk about things like this. So with that being said, this is what I got to say about it. These owners are the real problem. Guys like Dan Snyder, these old white guys, okay? These old white guys who were born in the 1920s, the 1900s, these motherfuckers do not want change, okay? Not a lot of the newer people, not kids, the people that are in our generation, the 20, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50, 60s. But a lot of these 70, 80 years old, like we're talking about a lot of those people. These motherfuckers do not want change. So it's not even about the Rooney Rule. The Rooney Rule is just a rule, period. So if you got to put that in place, just so that can be some level or a reason why you should hire a guy, I already tell you there's a problem. But it's not. I'm not happy about Lovie Smith getting the job. I'm not happy with Terry Fontenot getting the job. I'm not happy with any of these motherfuckers getting the job, because at the end of the day, it's all a farce. Outside of the Atlanta Falcons, Pittsburgh Steelers, there's only a set few organizations that actually give a shit about diversity. You can look in the last.
You can put the Ravens in there. You put the Ravens in there a little bit.
Ravens, yeah, you can throw the Ravens in there. With Ozzie Newsome. So you can throw him in there also. It's really literally a handful of organizations that go out their way to make sure that they hire African American coaches. And I'm talking about in big positions. The Falcons have always been one of those. Under Arthur Blank, they've always been that type of organization. You can go back to Emmett Thomas when he came in and was the head coach. You can look at with Raheem, Terry Fontenot. There's been so many guys. The defensive coordinator under Dan Quinn, they went out their way to hire guys. Even Brian Cox, he was another guy. He was big, and they kept him around. And eventually, I thought he would be a defensive coordinator, but you know how that went. But the Falcons have always had that. So I think the real issue is, unless they threaten to take their franchise away, come on, These old white rich men, they ain't changing. Period, point blank. That's the problem. It's the old people who stuck in their ways, and all they want to do is hire guys that look like them. And I don't want to disrespect Mike McDaniel, but I'm gonna do it anyway. He looks like them. That motherfucker looks like them. He talks like them. Have you seen him talk? Like he,
I
like,
just, I just see the. How about what you say? He passed the brown paper bag test. That's what you say.
He passed. That's it. Now, he looked like them. He talked like them. He act like them. So let's just call a spade a spade. That's the reason why they really hired him. And a lot of brothers who talk like them, yeah, they hired him. Guys who talk like true Southerners, nah, we don't get jobs like that. Wild hat backwards with the Scully with an afro, like Colin Kaepernick, nah, we don't get those jobs. We don't get those jobs. So I know I might be pissing a lot of people off by saying this, but I like at the end of the day, you gotta call a spade a spade. Brothers who talk like us, like Shannon Sharp, they barely get those opportunities. So I will. One thing I will say about Skip Bayless, and you can say whatever the hell you want about Skip. Skip knew exactly what he was doing when he hired Shannon Sharp, because Southern black men do not get jobs like that, because we don't talk like we about to go to a Comic-Con.
Basically what you said. No, look, basically what you said. Look, basically what you saying. We ain't. They say they hiring only Bryant Gumbel motherfuckers. That's pretty much
Bryant Gumbel. That's pretty much. That's who if you don't speak like Bryant Gumbel, you ain't getting a job. That just call it what it is.
Right. Hello, everybody. Yes, we have a special matchup today. We got the Falcons versus the New England. Hey. Did you see that play over there, man? I thought it was preposterous.
Golly gee, that is amazing. I can't believe it. Come on, bro.
I give it 3 thumbs up.
That's who they want, man. So but still. Come on, man. They don't have it.
Yeah, boy. And Shannon Sharp is all country and the motherfucker, but like you said, he speaks facts and realness. And that's really why, especially down here in the South, that's why Undisputed is more popular than First Take, because you have somebody that people in the South can relate to. And he ain't no hootin' hollering. He I'm not gonna put that up there. I see what ATM put right there.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. No. We are. People already hate us as it is right now. Mm-hmm. But what it is, Shannon Sharp's mannerisms, he doesn't come off as ignorant. He comes off as intellectually good, but it's more of a relatable tone.
Yeah.
And like I said, and this is a shameless plug too. If you watch Club Shay Shay on YouTube, you'll see it, and it's there. Mm-hmm. So shouts out to Uncle Shay Shay. But
let me say this real quick. I honestly believe, like, I know a lot of people will sit back and say, oh, look at Donald Trump and look at the political part of things. They be like, no, man, America ain't changed. I totally disagree, because again, with the younger generation, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Little white kids don't give a damn about a lot of this nonsense. They great granddad or they granddad, value. Like, they don't care. Like, people don't care about a lot of that shit. So I know we pushing the boundary a little bit today, but somebody got to do it. Like, I honestly believe we are changed in a lot of ways, but of course you still gonna have those incidents where racism shows its ugly head.
Right. And I seen somebody say, I think this was Pockets Full. He was asking, he asked this question here. Said, why isn't there a black-owned team? One of the main things too is that the owners actually have to vet a lot of these guys. So it's not just okay. It's just a brother can put his money together and then buy a team. You got to go through the whole owners, all the owners and stuff as well. So
it's a club.
It's a club. Now you may have a couple owners that be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. We down with that. Let's see what we got. But you can have the 85% be like, oh hell no. So when you talking about black-owned teams, because remember, Puffy tried it. I think it was Puffy. I think Steph Curry had a piece in it. And they tried to get a whole group together to get the Panthers. But the majority of the NFL owners can vote yes or no, regardless if you got the money or not. So that's another power play that we don't talk about. See my thing, my camera tripping now. We talking about this shit. My camera about to fall over. Like, oh no, you didn't. All right. So, hey, I might say we might have to hold on. Let's talk. I will make this a couple. Oh, my homie in here. Let's get it, GA. Hey man, congrats on you getting to the 500 styles of the game right there. You want a 2K? You want to watch some 2K footage? Hey, go check out my boy. Let's get it, GA. Joe Schmo. Okay, we're gonna make this one quick. Joe Schmo said, how and why is the NBA able to be more progressive in a short amount of time to get more black head coaches, and the NFL still hasn't come close?
I just said they don't have as many old white guys who are rich. I like Jerry Jones. We don't have a bunch of I was about to say something, and I'm trying to. Let's
save it for one of the Mad Mike TV shows. Because if you want, we're gonna talk that real shit. We'll do it over there, and I'll be involved in too, because I got a whole lot more.
I got a lot to say. It will not be on Mad Mike Sports. It will be on our secondary comment, because, like I said, we got some real shit to talk about, and I really want to be able to go in without actually saying what I want to say. I'll say this: if you ever watch Kwame Brown, that's the direction where we really want to go, as far as just being real about a lot of situations that people ain't trying to hear. But essentially, to answer your question, it's just a mentality that these older owners have, and they only bring in people who are qualified. A lot of people, plenty of black minority owners. Like it's
plenty of them. There's plenty of them.
But they only allow their buddies, like Khan and Jacksonville. Like, I was surprised he was even allowed to come in, because he's not white. That's not a white guy.
Shit, you a damn billionaire. You a damn billionaire. You come from a billionaire family. That trumps everything when it comes to these folks. So
everything. So that's the reason why they let him in. They allowed him in. But at the end of the day, bro, like, that's the main reason. We got guys like your boy, and it's probably gonna go into the next topic. Mind me saying this, as a segue to go into the next topic. But we got guys like Robert Kraft that, he got friends who are friends, and they make these laws, and they can get away with stuff that other people can't. Hint, hint.
Right. So look, I'm about to say, before we get to the next topic, let's give you a little quick 10-15 second intermission right quick. Let's go ahead and play this for a little 10 seconds. What y'all think about that? That was very quick. That was very quick. Hey,
try to think about that.
what y'all think about that? But
What you know about that? What you know about that?
Let's get to a couple more comments here before as well, because we're gonna get to the topic of the night as well. Let's see. ATM already talking shit, talking about if we going to Kwame Brown right, he gonna subscribe. Oh Lord. Oh man, let's see. Y'all go ahead and y'all go ahead and leave a couple questions in here while we're going through these. We got some people said them fits was dope. I said definitely appreciate that. Hey, this is the off season. We doing a little bit of experimentation on a few things. Billy Mills said, wasn't the Ravens black owned? Nah, they had I know they had minority owners.
Yeah, it was Art Modell, I believe it was, and then they had minority owners. There's a ton of minority owners. Like Work Done is a minority owner.
Right. But these are the names that you're not going to hear as far as being part of that ownership club. But if you're talking about like majority ownership, nah, there's none. Let's see. We got Tony right here said Jacksonville won the bid for that city to have a team, and St. Louis was on pace to win the bid to be the other city. They were going to be the St. Louis Stallions.
Ew.
We thought the Washington Commanders sounded bad. That sounds terrible. I'm glad they didn't go that route.
I'm glad. I just don't want to call no man no Stallion. That's just like,
that sounds like a strip club. That sounds like a strip club for men. It's not like a male strip club or some shit like the St. Louis Stallions. I'm like, okay, I'm cool on that now. Oh Lord. Tyson Falcon said Tevin Coleman was the last decent running back the Falcons had. For what he wanted, for what he could do, yeah. Because it wasn't too much pitter-patter in the backfield. It was just get it and go. Todd Gurley was kind of like that, but we gotta remember his knees is made out of paper clips and gut bubble gum, so it wasn't his knees was not gonna hold up. Ooh. We would answer that, Todrick, but we're gonna say that one for late. We're gonna say this for later. We're gonna say this for another show. Hold on, wait a minute. Would you rather extend Grady or Matt? We're gonna say that for another show because that gives me an idea. That gives me an idea. But we're gonna save that one. We're gonna talk about
that's
that.
Why
later.
we gotta keep the comments because y'all give us idea for sure. Like I said, this is y'all. This is y'all. Like y'all gotta keep coming on our channels, man.
And like I said, and we switching up Friday Night Madness. If y'all missed Friday Night Madness this past Friday, we ain't doing no talking. We finna let y'all come on and do some talking. That's why we call it Friday Night Madness, because we don't know what the hell's gonna happen. We don't know what type of characters gonna come through. Hey, just come on and ask your questions or give your comments on what the topic is. Friday Night Madness. Fridays at 8:00. But let's go ahead and get to the real topic of the night. And I think we all should talk about this. Yeah. Yeah. NFL Deflate Gate. Was it a cover-up all along by the New England Patriots or the NFL? Oh yeah, let me also give some shots. Let me go and get some real roll calls going on here as well. Roll calls. Second half. Like I said, we got 10 Sports and Gaming. got Toxic Falcon. We got Pockets Full. Hey, Sean, the RC Mechanic. We got Marquise. We got Melvin Emery. Oh, Bridget Kelly is in the building. Kelsey, my bad. Bridget Kelsey. I don't know why I said Kelly. Bridget. Her name is Bridget. Hey, then the people love her. Yeah.
When we get Terrence Matthews on again, hey man, man, Terrence real close. I will actually, I'll get him on. I trust me, I'll get him on. I promise you that. We get him on again.
It also
had a conversation. I actually had a conversation with him about not Terrence Matthews, good God, but Calvin Ridley, and if you haven't seen that show, Atlanta Sports Unlimited, you kind of like he doesn't hold back at all. So
the draws came. The draws came off. Let's just say that.
He's not a fan. I'll just say that Terrence Matthews is not a fan. So you go over to Atlanta Sports Unlimited, and I promise you, like, he will give it to you raw. And like I said, the conversation that we had, it's like I'm gonna just put it in nigga language. Excuse my French, but it's like, get the fuck up out of here, punk. What this punk motherfucker doing in my house? Like that's essentially what he said without actually saying that. Get this punk motherfucker up out of my house. That's essentially what he said about Calvin Ridley. I'm out here going to war, and your ass is up here talking about you got mental problems. That's, like I said, he didn't use those words. That's what I translated in nigga.
No. We ain't gonna say. We ain't gonna.
A lot of people today. I don't know.
We're gonna say what he really wanted to say.
Yeah, that's what he really wanted to say. I'm just his translator. All right.
Exactly. Get your punk ass up out of here. God damn it! I just had the article. Now all of a sudden I can't bring the article up. See, they tripping now.
Oh, the article.
Yeah. Hold on, I think we got it up here. Oh wait, that's the Brian Flores thing. Yeah, I had the article ready, and all of a sudden now I can't bring the article up without some damn ads.
Boy.
Like, I literally just sat here and pre-roofed this article before the show. All right, NFL Deflate Gate cover-up. So if a lot of people don't know, there's some additional things that just came out about it. As far as, let me read this, because it was talking about NFL General Counsel Jeff Pash ordered that the records of all the PSI data gathered from the random games around the league during the 2015 season to be destroyed. Why are we destroying records? That quote gave me the hold on, let me do it right. Gave me the people's eyebrow. I was like, we're destroying records now? Now, if anybody don't know what Deflate Gate is, the Patriots defeated the Colts in the playoffs. I'm trying to remember. That's where it came up. But the Colts
45-7.
45-7. But the Colts, I wouldn't say they had a gripe about balls being deflated for them to use. That's why, because when you have a football that doesn't have enough air, it doesn't travel like it's supposed to. The spirals are not tight. That's what I said. Every football is supposed to have an exact PSI, or as use the actual term, pounds per square inch ratio, which is supposed to be about 12 or something like that. But their footballs was
10.5 to 13.5, I believe. I think it's between 12.5. 13 about Yeah, 10.5 to 13.5. That's where
Right.
it's supposed to be.
Right. So when it came out that Deflate Gate, this thing happened. Now remember, the New England Patriots have had Spygate on 3 seasons of Spygate. You had this Deflate Gate. But the NFL tried to cover all its tracks up on that. What does my conspiracy brain telling me here? Has the NFL tried to push the Dallas Cowboys to be America's team, but underhandedly, the Patriots were the bottom bitch of the NFL, which is what they liked? And if the people don't know what bottom bitch is, that's the pimp's main woman. But putting the Cowboys out there is like, oh yeah, this is America's team. But this is my real one right here. My question is, are we surprised that they covered it up?
Let me say this. Let me say this. And I've done a thorough investigation on this myself. Just looking at everything in its entirety, right? So let's get one thing clear about this entire situation. Does anybody take out the time to say to themselves, how the hell does a football lose air within a certain? I played in weather, trust me, I played in 5-degree weather. I played in 10-degree weather, football in 10-degree. I've never seen once a football get deflated in cold weather. Granted, I'm not from New England or Minnesota, but like I can promise you, kids from now, their balls have never, ever gotten deflated because of the cold weather. The ball is just as hard as it was before. All right. Did anybody take out the time to ask a science guy and the guy that we all know, Bill Nye, the science guy? This man literally said, no, atmosphere has no issue. Because what the Patriots are trying to do is bring in scientists, quote unquote scientists, and say the atmosphere caused it. The atmosphere caused the ball to lose air. And you got an actual science guy that's just stating, no, that's not, the atmosphere doesn't, or the weather doesn't do that. You would actually have to have one of those pins to actually let the air out of it. So what the Patriots are alleging, they're using these qualified, and we've seen this before from politicians, where they bring in these experts that pretty much state that, all right, see, the NFL covered it up. What the NFL did is they did exactly what they've always done. If they did the eye test, they essentially did the eye test. You had a football guy that came in. It's like, all right, I know when the ball is being tampered with. I'm just gonna grab it, feel it. All right, this one, this one, this one, this one. That's essentially what the NFL did. They didn't use science. So the Patriots brought in scientists to eventually say, all right, the NFL, see, y'all didn't do y'all homework properly. See, y'all framed us. And that wasn't the case. That's not the case. So this is the reason why, all right, this is coming up now, is because if you go back to that lawsuit or that press conference where Bill Belichick pretty much threw Tom Brady under the bus. Well, I don't know what Tom Brady does with the balls. I don't know what he does with Indiana. That's you got to ask Tom that type of stuff. That's why Tom ended up leaving because Bill threw him up under the bus because that's actually between him and his equipment manager. But this is the question that I have for you guys. If those balls were in fact lighter or flatter, why wasn't there a rotation? All right, you know how in football, you throw this ball out. They'll like you got quarterbacks. All right, this I don't like this ball. I'm gonna throw this out. Why wasn't the Patriots like if it was something really wrong in football? Why are the Patriots the only team that was complaining about it? It's literally the Patriots are the only team that had an issue with it. The other teams, it was the Buffalo Bills, the Colts, and the other quite a few other teams that were complaining about. All right, this ball is definitely flat. They were the only team complaining about it. It was multiple teams turning the Patriots in, so it wasn't just one team. It was multiple teams that were turning the Patriots in. So I know this is complex, but when it all comes down to it, the NFL did not properly bring science into this matter. And what the Patriots are trying to do is bring scientists in to pretty much say, all right, not the natural weather was the cause of them tampering with the footballs. So now they're trying to go at the NFL and say that the NFL covered everything up. So it's a complex. It's a complex situation. But like I said before, it was only one team. It was multiple teams that were complaining about Deflate Gate. But like I said before, if it was multiple teams complaining about it, why was it just the Patriots, the only team that was onto this type of stuff? If it was something, if it was something that was just a widespread issue, if it was a widespread issue, it was a widespread something that just NFL does to the ball. Why is it that everybody started telling on the Patriots? Multiple teams started telling on the Patriots. But I believe it was the Buffalo game where somebody called the interception and they took the ball to the sideline. I forget the corner name, but he actually took the corner to the sideline. It's like, yeah, see, this ball is actually lighter. Because even when you go back and look at that game, the AFC Championship game, the Colts and the Patriots, you can look at the stats and say, all right, why is it that Andrew Luck was like 15 or 30? I think he was like 15, 30 from like 170 something yards, and then Tom Brady was like 25 or 33 or something like that for 270 something yards. So like it doesn't, like, even the numbers state that there's something fishy about this. It's 10 fucking degrees. How the hell is Tom Brady and his receivers are unaffected by this, but the other team isn't affected? These are the things we're talking about. So like I said, I know that's complicated. But these are the things that the Patriots do. They go to the extreme to cheat. And like I said before, the issue here, and in case I'm gonna let you get your thoughts on it, but the issue here for me, as it pertains to this entire issue, Deflate Gate, is one thing. if you look at the patterns, this is what happened to the NFL. This is what happened. The Patriots got caught cheap. The NFL said, look, you need to stop this shit. I'm covered up this time, but if you keep it up, I'm going to roll your ass. They covered it up. The Patriots said, look, I do what the hell I want to do. I'm Bob Kraft. I do whatever I want to do. And Bob Kraft said, and the NFL said, all right, you think you run everything? All right. I'm gonna make sure we gonna frame Tom Brady. We're gonna frame Tom Brady. We're gonna frame the Patriots and say, guess what? All right, since y'all don't want to abide by the rules, we're gonna create Deflate Gate to quote unquote frame y'all. The Patriots said, look, I don't give a damn what y'all do. We do what we want to do here. And they continue to do what they want to do. Why do I say that? It's because they were caught again, cheating the same way, recording the Bengals. So when you look at all of this stuff, it's a back and forth between the NFL owners and the Patriots. It's clear, but these are the things that we're talking about. You got to pay attention. Average fans don't pay attention to the obvious signs. What the NFL did, they completely threw all the evidence out. The Patriots were ungrateful, and the NFL said, "Oh, you ungrateful son of a bitches! All right, this is what y'all gonna do. We're gonna make you. You gonna give us your draft picks. We're gonna make sure your quarterback is out for 6 games, and you know what I'm saying? Like we ultimately gonna, split up the team. But again, these are just these are the obvious signs that a lot of people just don't pay attention to.
So basically, what you're saying is the Patriots organization felt like they was bigger than the NFL. Am I right?
Yep, that's essentially what it was. The Patriots thought they were bigger than the NFL. I mean, you got to remember that the NFL has a owners. It has an owner. It's like a owners committee. Arthur Blank right now is a top of. He was chosen by the 32 owners to be that guy over everything. So these guys are going back and forth with, with Bob Kraft, and Bob Kraft's like, no, I run this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the internal fight is. We got one owner who think he run everything, and the other 31 saying, look, no, we in this together.
But you know what? And like I said, this conversation actually has been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But did we also talk about the politician that was involved around? Well, that was the initial Spygate, but it was talking about the Spygate for the Super Bowl against the Eagles and the politicians that was involved behind that. So my question, and I saw somebody brought up Tom Brady as far as being the GOAT. And it's kind of actually going to lead to something that I want to talk about here soon. We're probably going to save it for Friday Night Madness. Can you really? I'm trying to think. If you had every rule change that benefited you, could you really be considered the GOAT?
Yeah.
Because you can't hit quarterback. But this is a shameless plug for Friday Night Madness. I'm gonna leave y'all, and I want y'all to come back on Friday and call, and I'm gonna give y'all the homework so y'all can get y'all stuff together. The one thing I want to talk about on Friday is the title elite quarterback overrated? I'm intrigued by this topic because we always talk about elite quarterbacks here, elite quarterbacks there. But it always seemed like by calling somebody an elite quarterback, you're demeaning the guys around him that help him get to that position. I'll explain it later on, but that was said. My brain is thinking over here. But
look.
But yeah, like getting
How can a
this.
guy be a GOAT if like they've been proven to be a cheater? We can say all this bullshit, but like let's be real. These guys are proven cheaters. All right, you can say all that bullshit if you want to. Well, he the GOAT, he got 7 championships. Yeah, he cheated for damn near half of them, and probably more than probably every last one of them, as much as we know. Because what I do know is a video resurfaced in Super Bowl, was it 50 or 51 with the Falcons?
It was 51.
51. Super Bowl 51, where was it Sims who was on the sideline? I think he was like our third quarterback. And he was saying to himself, it's like I can't hear a damn thing. Like they couldn't get any of the plays in.
Oh yeah. You talking about when the communications went out for like that?
The communications went out. All the communications went out. Nobody could hear anything. And the communications went out. Where have we seen that before? We're playing the Patriots.
What'd you say? They
spy.
Hey look! They spy on everybody, and then they put an EMP bomb and cut all your shit off.
Cut all your shit off. And it always happened when we playing the Patriots. And you brought something to my attention a long time ago. I don't know if you remember this, but as far as the betting concerned, everybody in the fourth quarter did something strange, and they announced it during the game. They announced that a lot of people had changed their bets, and they changed it to the Patriots like in the fourth quarter. So it was like they got a tip, and everybody ended up changing their bets from the Falcons to the Patriots.
In the fourth
and
quarter.
They had closed, and like the betting polls had closed at a certain time.
I think they
in the fourth.
I think the bet had closed. I think it was like the early part of the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Hey man, like you said, and these type of conversations are coming up is because of this Brian Flores situation with the tanking and all that stuff. Because now it's opening up more wounds that can possibly damage the reputation of the NFL. Because
and the betting because it goes to Las Vegas, because if it's proven that they are tanking on purpose, the betting industry could lose a lot of money and be sued by the government for having a fraudulent enterprise. So what can happen in turn is the government sues the betting industry, and the betting industry turn around and sue the NFL. So the NFL could really be in a lot of trouble if it comes out that they are fixing games, paying coaches to tank on purpose. This is why this thing with the Patriots is important, because if the Patriots are going in there doing things like cutting communication off, recording walkthroughs and these things, walkthroughs and recording people on their communications inside their locker room and stuff. If this is if they're doing things like this, not only are they robbing us, the people, but they're robbing the government for their money, because government, they want their money for taxes. We know that. Right. We all know that. Y'all know that the hard way.
So think about it. Why the hell you think they really put a team in Vegas to front off, to possibly be a front? Hey, hey, bro, it just opens Pandora's box, bro. And that's the main thing I always like to say is do not open Pandora's box, because what comes out that motherfucker can damage everything you stand for. Says, so when Brian Flores spoke about this interview experience in Denver, he definitely wasn't lying.
Man, come on, that man, he talked like he been drinking. Like, listen to John Elway. You know that man.
John Elway drunk talk. He look like he drinks and he snorts coke. He looks like the type of person that does that. But like I said, this is what we're saying. Like you said, it's very risky allegations. But if you got and like you said, you already got 2 coaches that's already said about the tanking for draft picks thing. Now, if there's a culture where more coaches are coming out talking about tanking for picks, getting bonuses for tanking, then we really have to look at not only how long has this been going on, but does that damage the greatest of all time conversation in a sport that's rigged? And I'm not talking about just Tom Brady. I'm going back further, depending on how long this has been going on. So I know Sipo asked me what was the inspiration of talking about was Russell. Ryan Clark said Russell Wilson is not an elite quarterback. Nah, that wasn't the inspiration. The crazy thing, the inspiration wasn't even that. The inspiration is I actually had a thought. Russell Wilson. Hey, look. Oh, I know the player they talking about. They talking about Dwight Smith, who played for the Buccaneers. I seen that. It's a video of Dwight Smith. He used to play safety for the Buccaneers, and he was talking about that Super Bowl when they played against the Raiders. And it was like all these people in their ear talking about, okay, you got to do this, that, do some of that. So I got to go back and look at it. I ain't seen it in a while, but I've seen that video before. But can we really call somebody the greatest of all time in a sport that's rigged for them to win? That's a question that's got to be asked. If it all comes out to be true. Or are we really just puppets in a game rooting for teams for no reason because it's already predetermined conditions? We don't know. Are we really WWE fans masquerading as football fans? We know what's going to happen. Like I said, they already know what's going to happen, but the fans don't know what's going to happen. And speaking of this, okay, Ted Sports Gaming here said The corner said they won the Super Bowl against the Raiders. He said the game was decided before they was on the field because the betting, knowing the plays on a radio podcast. But Mike, I don't know if you remember. I know you remember this, but I want to know if people here that have been watching us for a while remember one of the Terrence Mathis interview we did a while back ago where he was talking about how they switched the game plan for the Falcons before the Super Bowl. Like they literally scrapped the entire Falcons game plan. Didn't he say it was that Wednesday before the game? It was something like that. The Wednesday before the game, and went with a whole new.
It was a last practice.
Like I said, we don't know. We don't know. But when you got Vegas involved,
my thing is,
go ahead.
My thing is, I wouldn't go as far as to say everything's like a WWE. What I will say is that when circumstances arise, NFL say, maybe we need to do this. You know what I mean? Because it's difficult it's really difficult to sit back and say, all right, we're gonna script every part of the NFL. Like, come on. It'll look like
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, and that's what. No, I know what you meant, but a lot of people may think that we got some conspiracy theory. We're not saying that we're saying that they're scripting every game. And I heard a couple of people like, all right, if we know it's scripting, why are we watching? I mean, why your eyelids go up and down? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a part of nature.
Question.
What the hell am I supposed to look at? Bunnies jumping? Like,
but there's a catch-22 to this conversation too, because if our team is benefiting from it, are we really gonna say anything about it? Let's keep it real. If the Falcons were the beneficiaries of these conspiracies, we'd be looking like this. I see nothing.
Yep.
Exactly. So really, at the end of the day, it's subjective based on on your team. But the main thing we're saying is it's a possibility that it could be out there. So yeah, like I said, as Falcon fans that's watching us, keep it real. If you was the beneficiary of all the conspiracy that, like, let's say the Falcons was doing all the spy gating and stuff like that, would you have a complaint about it? No. It'll be other fans talking about the Falcons in the same way we talk about the Patriots. But the main thing is the conversation is out there. It looks sketchy. Do. So either way, regardless on who's doing it, like I said, it's just gonna be subjective. But man, I'm about to say we might well go ahead and wind it down. You want to get a couple? You want to talk about that one thing you want to talk about before we get off here? Where was it? Your comment of the show?
Oh Lord, yeah.
Well, what you got for us, Mike? He just told me he had a comment. I don't even know what the hell he talking about. Okay, so he says. So I'm guessing he's a Saints fan. Am I correct?
Yeah, just read it. Read it.
Let's see. I'm going to have to say you've never been to New Orleans. What are you saying is complete garbage. The culture around New Orleans and the Saints is addicting. I moved there from Georgia, a Falcon fan, their rival, and became a diehard Saints fan. Who that? who has won more games over the last 5 years than the Saints? Only the Chiefs. Don't know what you talking about. Shaking my head. So this motherfucker he be set tripping. You went from a Falcon fan to a Saints fan. Boy, them Saints fans talking shit about this motherfucker, boy, because I like you the ops, bro.
Bro,
because I'm looking at it like this. So he said he was a Falcon fan. Then he went to a Saints fan. But he used the last 5 years because the last 5 years the Saints have actually been winning more games. So will he have the same energy if the Saints plummet like a motherfucker?
Hell no, he'll probably be right back in Georgia.
He'll be right back in Georgia talking about, hey, go Falcons. Cause he looked like looking at the profile, he looked like he be set tripping anyway. he looked like a set triple. But the thing about it is nobody ever talked shit about the New Orleans culture. We already know about the Creole culture. How the closest thing to as far as like I said, it's kind of like the Creek. Like I said, the New Orleans culture is wonderful. It's fine. Bourbon Street smells like piss and shit. But I'm just saying. At times. See, but the problem is this ain't all Saints fans. This is a few of them. We talk about football, you talk about a city. But if we talk about your city, then you're bitching and crying. Actually, I can't even take this guy serious. That boy said he went. That boy, that's like saying I was a Crip and then I became a Blood. How the hell does that happen? How do you become a Crip and then a Blood, or vice versa? Why?
I stayed in Georgia. I was a Falcons fan. I moved to New Orleans, Louisiana, and I became a Saints fan. Like, man, sit your clown ass down. That's the crazy part. He said diehard Saints fan.
Diehard.
How you gonna be a diehard Saints fan when you was a fucking Falcons fan?
You can't be that. No. See, the definition of diehard means you ride with the team no matter what. You done put years into it. And this is the problem we have with a lot of football fans is we don't really have fans of teams. We got bandwagon jumpers, and this is the definition of a bandwagon jumper. They, like you said, everybody wants their team to win. We want our team to win. The reality is everybody can't goddamn. LT said this on one of the shows, and this was a Nelly line. He said, what it takes to be number one, 2 is not a winner, 3 nobody remembers. You can get close to that mountaintop, but can you put the flag on top of the mountain? Only the Super Bowl winner can do that. I mean, and that's the thing. We literally have football fans here in the state of Georgia that are like that. That's just the reality of it.
They proud of switching up. Like this dude literally came on and talked about him being a Falcons fan and him turning into a Saints fan. Can't make this shit up.
You can't make
this shit up.
And I'm look, bro. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Them Saints fans don't even take his ass serious. Them Saints fans probably don't even know he a Saint fan. Because you switch up like that. Oh nah, bro, you set tripping, bro. I bet you go down there, they don't even know he a Saints fan.
I know somebody who is born in New Orleans, and her ass don't even want to go back there. So that just tell you everything that you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know about New Orleans. She don't even want to be back there.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, and like you said, he's saying the places, and like I said, when we talk about the culture, we're talking about the Creole culture and all that stuff. But when you're talking about the place itself, like you said, ain't nobody quick to go back if it's great. Like the only time anybody really ever talks about New Orleans is Mardi Gras. From what I've seen.
Mardi Gras and damn gumbo. That's all. That's all we want to know. Mardi Gras gumbo. That's it.
Right.
Nigga, fix my damn food. That's what the hell you. That's what you say. Look, New Orleans, fix my damn food.
There's a food, drinking, and women.
That's it.
But the thing is, if you're gonna hype up a city, don't shit on another city without evidence. That's the main thing we say. That's the main thing I say. That like I said, when he said I was a Falcon fan and then I became a diehard Saints fan, I like, yeah, diehard my ass. You must have been watching Die Hard. I don't know if you was a diehard Saints fan.
How the hell are you a diehard Saints fan, but you used to be a Falcon fan? Make that shit make sense. Like this,
bruh. I'm telling you, people hate Matt Ryan that badly. they don't like I said, winning. Like I said, people want a winner. Yeah, but your fandom is not based on when they win.
Mm-hmm.
It's when they down. And I have to give a shout out. I had to get a shout out to this guy because I actually seen one of his streams yesterday. Dude's a Detroit Lions fan. Die hard. The Spirit of Detroit podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Tell him K Styles sent you if you go check him out. But yes. When teams start getting good again,
he'll be back.
Hey, he'll be back. That's about the same thing as people talk about their local politics with the Democrats and Republicans. It's all the same shit. Everybody, look, everybody was so pro Joe Biden after this damn thing, and now most of the motherfuckers got damn voters' remorse. We can go into a whole nother show with that. So don't be too quick. Don't be too quick to jump, boy. Hey, look. Ultra Shadow said they hate Matt Ryan so much they willing to jump to the rival team. Bruh. You was a Crip, and now you a Blood. It don't work like that.
Proud of it too. That man proud of it too.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm about to say, let's go ahead and end this damn show because that thing got me all. That thing got me confused. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I do. That's why I had this. It's like, bro, how you gonna how are you gonna say you used to be a Falcons fan and talk about you a Saints fan now? How the hell that even work?
And
I ain't never said I want to be a North Carolina fan, bro. I'm a Duke fan. It's like me saying I'm a North Carolina. Like, no, I ain't no damn North Carolina fan.
And like I said, the interesting thing about it was he said the last 5 years, so that lets me know when the Saints started winning, he became a Saints fan. So when the Saints start losing, where is he gonna be with the? Because you can't jump back and forth. You pick one or you pick the other. It don't work like that, bro. You could do that. Like I said, the thing is, you could do that with any other team in the NFL. But if you're talking about the number one rival of the team that you was a quote unquote fan of, and you jumped over there, you can't jump back, bro. Like I said, no Drew Brees, no Sean Payton. Okay, 72 in the red in the dead cat space. This is your team now. So this type of guy, he don't need to have nothing Falcons. We don't have to see nothing Falcons on his page ever again. Because if he puts anything Falcons on there, he gonna get his ass roasted up. He gonna get his ass roasted up like some damn chicken up in this motherfucker.
Some rotisserie.
Hold on. ATM said he had a client. He said switch from Falcon fan to a Saint fan because he was tired of losing money betting on the Falcons. Well, the first thing he should have told him was, motherfucker, who the fuck told you to bet money on a football game in the first place?
That's your dumb ass. That's
your dumb ass. If financial's the reason why you wanted to switch from being a Falcon fan, you wasn't a Falcon fan in the first place. If it took money to switch your ass over, you got bought out. But let's go ahead and end this thing tonight, man. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. It kind of went a different flow. Wasn't too much Falcon news going on today, but we thought we'd just come on here and just talk about some other stuff. Definitely appreciate everybody. Like you said, people, y'all continue to support. Oh damn, we was supposed to talk about that to Steve Sabo, but I think that kind of got away from what we was the energy of what this show was about tonight. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that during the week as well. I might talk about that on the 6-man convo Thursday. Get more of them Falcon topics on there, but like I said, y'all continue to support 6-man K Styles. Mad Mike TV. We both on Twitch. I got the 6MK Twitch channel up. We got Jarvis Williams, man. He just came in at the end, man. What's going on, man? That's one of our player partners over there. You know, he military. Like I said, y'all get him some strong ups right there. Sonya said, what's he gonna do when Dennis Allen takes over? Shit.
Oh, he'll be gone.
He'll be off the he'll be. I give it about 6 games. I give about 6 games this year. If the Saints go like 0-6 the first 6 games, he's gonna be. He's probably gonna claim Tampa. He can't claim Tampa Bay because Tom Brady ain't there.
Yep, and soon Alvin Kamara ain't gonna be there either.
Yeah. So basically, he's shit out of the luck in the NFC South. Once you go Saints, Falcon fan, you ain't. So until that, I think that shit just went right over everybody's head. Like, wait, what?
I know, I got you.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them. But until next time, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But you got to. Oh, that was a glitch. Get the hell up out of here.
Deuces.